I'm Shane.
I'm Bo.
We are your Kentucky Fried Critics.
It's Halloween.
That's right. Officially spooky season.
Spoopies, ghosts, and ghouls.
As we have already told you guys, we had our break so that way we could stay ahead.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Oh, dude, we're super ahead.
We're still ahead. The only reason I'm bringing it up is because since we are ahead, it does mean Bo and I are not actually in spooky season ourselves. We're
time travel.
Preemptively spooky.
We're actually just going closer to the speed of light than everybody else. So time is moving slower for us than ever. So for them, it's October. For us, it's still kind of September.
Yeah, it's definitely we're in an in-between.
Yeah.
We're in an in-between area.
Consult your local physicist.
Now, as you guys might know, if you listened to last week's episode, this week we're going to be covering Friday. Well, for all of Halloween.
All of Halloween.
All of October. I get Halloween. Listen to both of us.
October is Halloween.
I know people knew what we meant, but I'm just saying, listen to both of us. We just said that.
It's not just one day. We all know this.
But yeah, so we are officially at this point where we are celebrating our spooky month. You guys know we have since the beginning.
Yeah.
Originally not even intentional. Well, we knew that we were going to do it, and we just kind of lucked into being able to do it.
Yeah.
We always do something.
We
don't do themes all the time. Just October and Christmas. Those are our guaranteed. You're going to get a theme month for us for at least those two. And to keep in with loose ends, we figured why not make October a good way to wrap up some loose ends?
Yeah, because we've got whole ass
Friday
franchise.
the 13th is a massive franchise. Don't get me wrong, we've done other horror movies and they're in franchises, but they're smaller franchises.
Yeah.
So we can maybe do those quick and easy other times, right?
They don't have like 15.
We like Pumpkinhead's got like 3 total, or 3 or 4, but you know, not that many. Some of these just don't have. Dead Snow is just 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these are going to be easy to get to. This
Thank
one
God we didn't
has
do,
like.
Thank God we didn't do Freddy already, man. We'd have a whole nother fucking huge set.
Franchise. And so again, like we just figured let's troop through this one. Plus, we had the perfect way to do it, right?
Oh, so perfect.
Bo, do you want to talk to them about this?
I'm so happy about this. Big shout out to Angry Orchard Hard Cider for this one.
Well, and again, the reason that they even have this thing Bo's going to talk about is because they are the proud sponsors of the Jason universe.
Yep.
The new people who bought Friday the 13th to continue everything going forward. So go ahead.
We bought the thriller pack, right? It's got all the different flavors.
Spooky variety
pack. And today we are starting off with the Berry Bewitched.
Well, and it's a spooky variety pack that is all Jason themed. Right? Like the cans are all like spooky things I think that are all supposed to be relatively related to Jason, although really only one I think has the hockey mask.
Yeah, this has like a farmhouse on it. The third one takes
well, that's what I mean. Like it's loosely because once you start looking at the franchise, because there are so many, it's real easy to loosely include things from each one, right? Like it is what it is. But yeah, this is no secret. It's one of my favorite franchises. I've gone on record. I've said this before.
Watch our other 2 episodes.
That's right. It's very much been established. So I'm extremely excited that we're here and we're going to be doing 4 Friday the 13th back to back to back.
Great.
Of course, that means we're doing 3. I don't think we've officially said that yet, but you've said we've done 1 and 2, but we didn't officially say we'd jump right in where we left off because we're
doing Manhattan. Well, right? We're just gonna jump straight to 8.
We are known to do things out of order.
We should have just bounced the fuck around. It's too late now.
It's too late now. We're committed.
Yeah,
we've made
we're committed to the bit.
We're going to it. So we're going to do it this way. But before we even get into anything with the movie or anything else, we've talked about the drink. God bless you, Angry Orchard. Thank you for sponsoring the new stuff. Sweet Revenge. Go check that out.
Yeah, that was a cool video.
If you haven't seen it. It's a short. It's the new introduction to, I guess, the hopeful direction that the guy plans on going at. They've not said a lot yet.
Looks good. I liked it.
It's pretty cool.
And I got these cool drinks out of it.
That's right. But before we even go to anything else, I think we need to stop. And again, for us, this is a couple episodes into it. We didn't know this was going to happen until recording this one, so we couldn't have made an announcement about it yet.
Yeah.
We are now also on the radio.
Yeah, we're on
we're on
internet
the internet
radio,
but we're on the radio where you can find us now. Woody Radio. They have graciously decided to host us
and they gave us a time slot. We're like Wednesdays at 8.
We're one of the pod people,
right?
Attack of the
pod people. I love it.
So yeah, we are. Yeah, Wednesdays at 8. Again, it's not going to be exactly 8. That's part of why I wanted to do the announcement in episode, is to let people know that. So it is a day. Wednesday is Woody Radio's all-day podathon, again, at the pod people. So much like us, other people don't always record exactly an hour. Exactly an hour 30.
And it's not like they cut us off mid-sentence.
And they won't.
Like, we reached an hour, click.
Exactly, they won't. She already told me that, that no matter how long ours is, it'll all be broadcast. And so that definitely means everybody else before us has the same deal. So don't be surprised if we're maybe not on till 9, right? Like the idea
depends
is,
on how long the other people
if
go.
you look at the listing, it's really just that we'll be the one on after whatever show, right? Like, because again, they can't be specific because they don't know exactly how long everybody's episodes are going to be week to week.
Could luck out. Could be like people is like, we're just doing 30 minutes.
Again, we could, but if that's actually worse, I would rather be late, right? Because if we're late, they can still.
Yeah, and then they just miss us entirely.
Yeah, if all of them go 30 minutes and we're on at 6:30 instead of 8, then all of our fans miss us 100%.
I'd rather said 8.
Yeah, I'd rather go on late because hopefully our fans will be like, I'll wait the 30 minutes.
Best thing you can do is just like listen to all of them until you hear us.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Let it run.
Certainly, at least get ready to listen to the guy before us.
Right.
at the very least.
I'm sure his show is great. I haven't heard it yet, but I'm sure it's great.
Yeah. Well, again, for us, we just got there. Yeah, again, this is episode 4 of the season now. So again, like episode wise, we're pretty far into the season. But since we are ahead of the game, for us, it just happened. The first episode just went on the radio like a couple days ago. Like we're just there, right?
The things you learn about like production, it's
and
like,
how this stuff works,
it's like
right?
Everything is like done so much sooner than you think it's going to be.
When you find that out, it makes you does it not make you feel like, man, we've definitely been behind the 8 ball,
right?
Always doing these right before.
But we got 2 days. We got to get it out.
And I think we've done good that way. But again, we are trying to finally move more professional. We're moving more into the right direction with that. On that, we are ready to be more professional. And let's get into this episode, right? I don't think we got anything else.
Friday the 13th.
You got any other announcements you can think of? I think that covers us.
No, not really.
See, there you go. All right, Friday the 13th. We are officially here. Jason's back. This is
part 3.
In 3D. To its detriment.
I think
we'll
so
say that
too.
Right now before we move anywhere else.
3D hurt this movie.
3D movies pull it off without really making you be like, oh, that was obviously just tons of gimmicks, right?
Yeah.
This one is not that one. This one is
tons of gimmicks.
Hey, do you want to see a cool 3D gimmick? Let me show you one. Hey, did you like that one? I got another one.
Let me hand you a random object.
No, the worst part is that half the time it wasn't even movement into the camera.
Know, it was just
was stuff like it was just like, hey, let's cut to an object already close to the camera.
Like,
right? Like
it's suddenly in my face.
The back end of the the stick one time, like, right? It's just like they cut to it already in the camera frame. It was just like, what are we even doing? Like, that's not good use of a 3D effect.
No, it's not, because the studio wouldn't let them use the good fucking bits for the 3D shit.
So that is one of the things I found out. The studio originally cut a lot of stuff. It was gonna be a bloodier movie, a more horror movie.
Yes, it's what this movie needed. Just the thing that bothers me is like the kills and shit are so mild.
Well, it was a doubled up 3D because of that, but it's really because they wanted to go too bloody And maybe because they went too bloody focused, like zoomed
Just,
in
like,
for the
throwing it
3D,
at people.
zoomed in on the 3D side of it. But because they were trying to go too hard that way, a lot of it had to be cut back. Which, because they cut it back, is why we got the dumb 3D gimmicks, because they had already
Yo-yo.
sold the idea. Now listen, the yo-yo is the gimmickiest gimmick of all of them, but I would say probably the best use of 3D in the movie, because it has motion.
Yeah.
Almost all, like we already said, the rest of them have almost no motion. That one is at least like underneath it.
Yeah,
yo-yo
it keeps coming
down
back
at
at you like 3-4 times.
Now, the one thing about the yo-yo scene is he definitely hit that bitch in the face.
He really did. I feel like that was an accident.
I love that they didn't cut it, though.
I know.
And they didn't make her deliver the line as if she got hit in the face. They still had her say, that was close.
It's like, no, bitch, I hit you square in the face. Right in the forehead.
Your nose is fucking red right now. What do you mean that was close?
You broke my nose. Fuck.
All right, we're obviously getting ahead of ourselves a little bit, but that's okay. You'll find out why we are, because there's not a lot to talk about behind the scenes on this one for the kind of research we do.
Yeah.
Right? So we'll start with our director. Our director is Steve Miner. He's the guy who stuck around. You know, we already said this. 1 and in a 2, he was the guy
really believes in the franchise, and he burns with a passion.
Well, for 1, he was just
they gave him a paycheck, and he's like, sweet, money.
It's not even that, because remember, that's what I was trying to tell you. When 1, he was a producer. He wasn't the director.
Oh, yeah,
he wasn't the writer. He was the producer. So again,
Sean
Cunningham. Cunningham. So he really believed in the project to be the guy who was a producer, and then was like, look, well, if nobody's sticking around, I'll direct it this time. Nobody wants to come back a third time, I'll direct it again.
So it will live on. We're going to go with passion. We're going to go with believed.
Now, again, we also have to give him credit. Like, as much as we're making fun of it a little bit, because he did keep going when nobody else did. He's the reason we have what we think of. Like, we said this for 2. We wouldn't have Jason in Friday the 13th without Steve Miner, right?
Yeah.
Because the original idea, Jason was at best a figment of that girl's imagination when he tipped the canoe.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so...
One.
If without Steve Miner, we wouldn't have gotten to
the actual big monster Jason guy.
And at least in this one, he pulls it closer, right? Like we get one step closer to the Jason we all know.
The undead zombie Jason.
We'll save more of that conversation.
He's still like a mutant that won't die in this one, but he's still
he's not really a mutant. He's just deformed. I wouldn't necessarily say, you know what I mean?
I was being an asshole.
I know. I'm just saying. Like there's a slight difference here, right? But we'll save a little bit more of that for when we're done, because again, that's what I'm trying to say. Don't cut me off anymore. We got nothing to do here. This will be so fast. I'm gonna say names and go on, because most of these people aren't people that you're gonna know. We'll start with Jason. This is a different Jason than 1 and 2.
He's a lot bigger. He's the biggest of the
like
3 so far.
6'4", something like that. He's really tall. Well, but here's what I was gonna tell you. If you thought he was bigger, he is only tall. Everything you see, that suit.
Oh, they had to give him the fake shoulders.
This guy was a super Richard Brooker. He was a super tall polo player, I want to say. Like he literally just got the part because
he just throws his leg over the horse.
Well, Steve Miner just needed somebody that was big, and he was big, and so he's like, well, we can do everything else.
Yeah, we could
after that
fake muscle suit you.
So that's what I was saying. We live in a world where there was a different guy each time. Well, again, the first one wasn't anybody.
Yeah, it was. Well, it was the little kid.
There was somebody, but I mean, there was essentially
that was a big 10-year-old. Let's be real now.
But so this time though, we get Richard Brooker, and it is a more intimidating figure than 2 for sure. Yeah, right? Like he's certainly. When you see just the hand, because he's such a tall guy, that hand
got them big long fingers.
Yeah, it looks like, oh shit, that's gonna fuck me up.
Big guy.
Right? Yeah. But he was just an agile, tall guy. But that also, I would say, probably helped, because there are certain scenes where like that agility, that being like I think he was a swimmer too, I think is what I read. But again, like a polo player, like he's a tall
water polo, just put them together.
But so like the scene where he rolls from the fucking second loft of the barn.
Yeah.
He literally
actually did
rolls. That? I mean, how would you film? Think about 1983. How else would you have filmed that if you weren't?
Try and land on the mattress that we put down here.
There was definitely a mattress, but I'm still saying he definitely rolled off the second floor of a barn. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no other, unless they rolled a dummy off and they filmed it from the right angle to make it look that
If that
way.
was a dummy, that's like the best dummy ever made, right?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, there were definitely, this was low and early enough in the stage that there wasn't like a stunt guy for Jason. The guy who was Jason was doing the things. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Like, it had to be him because who else was doing it?
Oh, get the other 6'5" guy.
That's my point. Like, if they only hired this guy because he was the most intimidating dude that came in when they asked open calls.
We got 2 or 3 of these guys. What are you talking about? They're just hanging out over there drinking beer.
But again, if the water polo guy wasn't the one who was athletic enough to roll off the second floor, you hoping you're gonna find another guy that it was? Come on now. I like how I just adopted your water polo. Like, I realized after I said it, I was like, I just said water polo. All right. On that note, let's take care of everybody else because, like we said, there's not much to talk about here. So we've got Chris as our main, our final girl. Yeah. Even though with the Friday the 13th, I know it is always a girl. It doesn't feel as much like the trope of final girl usually in the movies. Yeah. They play it better, right? Like, it doesn't, like, in, like, Nightmare on Elm Street, you feel the trope of it
it's like
the whole time.
You pick her out from the very beginning.
Well, and again, that's what I'll say. This one was pretty good.
It was. For a little bit, you think it's going to be that Vera girl.
Yes, because they pick her up and
her mom's being a bitch.
She's got a little bit of an attitude.
Yeah, and she's... kind of tough. She has the interaction with the biker people.
Yeah. So again, like they do a good job of it. That's why I feel like the final girl is almost not fair to label her as, but she is. She was indeed the final girl. So it does fit.
Last man standing.
Yes. So Chris is played by Dana Kimmel. Then we have her boyfriend was Rick, who is the one who owns. Because again, this is also one not at a camp.
Yeah, it's like a.
It's his farm, and he just wanted her to come for the summer or the weekend, or they don't give us.
I thought it was Christy's parents' place.
Was it?
Because when they're doing the hay,
no,
she's like,
she was just saying she hadn't been back to that area. I think it was still. I don't know.
I have no idea.
They do such a bad job in this one of like telling you the story that's. I don't. We'll focus on that in a second. Let me get through these people. I keep doing this. I'm like, there's nothing to talk about with the people, and then I won't do it.
We will always find a tangent, buddy.
We will. It's true. But so Rick Paul Kratka, he apparently works behind the scenes nowadays. But again, acting wise,
at least he's still working.
Acting wise, most of these people didn't really do much acting.
I believe it.
This. Let's see who else we got. Like you said, we've got Vera. Vera is played by Catherine Parks. We have. Andy, which is the boyfriend to Debbie, but not the baby daddy.
Oh yeah,
right? Or at least if he is, they definitely don't make a point to say that.
He doesn't act like it's his.
That's what I'm saying. So
it's never. She never says like we're pregnant. It's like I'm pregnant.
Yep. So I don't really know. So Andy is played by Jeffrey Rogers. Debbie is Tracy Savage. What a name.
That's a name. Hell yeah.
Again, this is the only character who gets us close to Jason killing a kid because she was
I didn't
pregnant.
even realize that till you told me when I got here. I was like, oh, that's fucked up. I never even thought of that.
Again, Jason couldn't have known.
Yeah, he didn't know.
It's not like he went after a pregnant woman. She just... He didn't
predator to her fucking scanner with the heat vision.
But yeah, so he does indeed kill an unborn child.
Just won't talk about that.
Yeah, we'll
just say he didn't know. Look, it's not his fault, all right?
We will roll right past it. That's not a problem. So also in our group here we have Shelly. Shelly, not a girl.
No, he's just a big
well, I'm saying, like, Shelly, if I were to say that to you and not say he.
Is his real name Sheldon, you think? And they just call him Shelly?
Well, it was at a time.
Yeah.
It was at that time, for sure. But so, Shelly is Larry Zerner. Who is it? Dude, I like this character, but he is strange.
Yeah, he's a weird guy.
He's almost autistic. He has a weird... He doesn't... read social cues. I don't want to say autistic, but one of the
he has a hard time like picking up on
cues.
the room.
Yes, like
and
Sheldon.
So he like Sheldon, and he overcompensates by playing pranks
that only he thinks are funny. Bazinga.
He's whoever did Big Bang Theory, obviously big fan of this character, right?
Yeah, he is. I do enjoy the character, but he definitely
has the most interest. Like you root for him,
well,
you want him to get better.
Well, between his own pranks and then the fact that they show people like they do the one when he's in the fireplace, like you think Jason's outside.
Yeah,
he's the guy that you keep thinking is gonna die, and he does before it's all said.
Yeah, he does eventually.
But for the longest time, you kept thinking he was dead, and then he'd show back up, and you're like, "Oh, fucking Shelley's still here.
He's still here.
Look at way to go, Shelley. I like you, buddy."
Until like the last 15 minutes of the movie, and then it's like, oh, they got him. Damn it.
In all fairness, though, the last 15 minutes of this movie is like, hey, let's wrap up a lot of loose ends.
Wait, we've still got 5 people that aren't dead.
We need to take them out real quick.
We've killed extra characters, like 5 or 6 of those. Yes. Like, we need to kill the main people.
We need to get rid of everybody. We need to make sure she's the final girl. We need to do that right now.
Gotta wrap this shit up.
So that's all of our main people, but since we're already covering some of the, like Bo said, there are some extraneous characters, the bikers. What is this? So again, it's crazy that we even have bikers, but they are not a big piece of the story.
No, but it's fun.
But for an hour and a half, they take up a lot more time than you realize.
They do, because you meet them at the store,
and they just keep showing.
And then they show up later. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna steal all their gas and burn
Ali
the barn
comes
down."
back several times.
Oh yeah, he does at the very end.
Yeah.
He just pops back up.
No good goddamn reason. He
just does that last bit so the girl can get away.
It's to fight the trope. What's the trope? Black guy's the first to die.
That's right. He was the last one to die.
I'm just saying.
Progressive movie.
I'm just
Gets
saying.
4 bonus points now. Top 5 now.
But so we got Ollie played by Nick Savage.
Wait a minute.
2 Savages?
Are they married?
I didn't look it up. I don't know. We're not doing that right now. This is after the
speculation.
Fact. If it's interesting enough, since we're doing more Friday the 13th, we'll talk about it next time.
There we go. We got time.
We got an ability to do that this time.
That's either an interesting coincidence or they're married.
Right. But so then we have
stepbrother and sister.
Then we have Fox, which is the girl, Gloria Charles, and then Loco, Kevin O'Brien, who's like the dopey assistant to both of them, right? Like they are like the king and queen.
Right. He's just like their little jester guy.
Right. What I found weird about the bikers, because that's our cast.
Yeah,
there are other people, but again, small enough. There are other kills, small enough. Doesn't matter. It's okay. To jump straight into things, I want to say this about the bikers. Why did they all sport different tags and colors? You know what I'm saying? Did you notice that? He's got like a spider on his. She's got something else. One dude doesn't have anything.
Yeah, he didn't have nothing.
He's not even. He's not even earned his.
So they're not like part of like one of the bike gangs. They're just like.
But they are wearing patches. It's just not the same from each one. So
it's like a Romeo and Juliet.
They just left their gangs.
They just all left their gangs and they all got together.
They haven't made their colors yet. I like that theory. I'm down.
It's romantic. I'm sorry it ended.
Well, that's why they're in the middle of nowhere, right? They just left the inner city where their gangs were.
Yeah.
They're like,
start our own guys.
We're going to take over Crystal Lake. That's our territory.
It's on paper sounds so easy, right? You know, just a hick mountain town. You go in there and you just raise some hell, maybe beat up the sheriff.
Now the first thing I think we need to address about this movie is that this is only the day after 2.
Literally like a couple of hours after 2.
Well, only because 2 does technically end in the wee hours of the morning, right?
Yeah.
Like because it. Like all of them, it goes overnight into the next day. So I want to say to you right now, though, do you know what that technically makes this movie? Saturday the 14th? Like the cheap comedy
it really
ripoff?
Does.
Is it because that's what day this would be, right?
It is. It would be
because,
Saturday the 14th.
Like literally Friday the 13th. 1 took place on Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
2, they tell us, is the next year's Friday the 13th.
And then this is literally the next morning because Jason just kind of pulls the machete out of him from the last movie.
Goes to the clothesline.
And steals some clothes.
But so yeah, this is
kills Saturday, that poor lady with a needle.
This is Saturday the 14th.
It is.
I just wanted to say
We've been lied to our whole lives.
Well, I mean, Saturday the 14th is already a movie.
I know.
And so it's funny to me. I don't know which came out first, and I really want to know. I want to know if they were making a jab at that, or if that was making a jab at this one for technically not being a Friday the 13th. Now I'll have to do that research.
Yep. We'll let you know next week how that works out.
Don't tell them. Don't make promises.
Yeah.
Hope maybe we will. If you guys hear us talk about it next week, you know why. But yeah, it's
the internet. We're under no obligation to fulfill promises.
But I mainly just want to address the fact that this is the next day, because to me it adds a lot of weirdness to this one being literally the day after, right? Because it means that outside of the one news report we saw early in the movie, nobody knows, right? Like, we see these people all came from inner city to here.
Yep, drove up in a van.
So they probably didn't, because this is 82, 83. This is most of, like, that would have been covered on local news only.
They started to hear it on the radio and they switched it over to fucking like Bruce Springsteen or something.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, this is an era where that wouldn't have been national news.
Yeah.
That would have been local news. And they wouldn't have heard it in the city. So
not
they
that
didn't
soon.
They
it's
didn't
not like
know.
they had Twitter.
Well, the one bitch even saw the ambulance taking the dead bodies
people,
out of the gas station, and she still was just like, man.
Oh, that's weird. How about that?
Just keep going. I won't tell none of my friends in the van.
We're like, hey, I saw bodies being pulled out of that store.
I almost forgot, because I didn't catch their names, and since I didn't catch their names, I'm not sure what they're listed. Maybe it has to be Chuck and Chili. The Stoners.
Oh, the Stoners.
I was like, there are two more characters we're not even talking about.
It's Chuck and Chili.
But they got the least screen time.
They did, but I loved Chuck, man.
No, they were
awesome.
fun. They were like comic relief, and then they forgot about him. And then somebody was just like, oh shit, Chuck and Chili.
Wait, now, all right, that's cool. We'll just kill him. It's fine.
They are good characters. They are funny characters.
They're smoking weed the whole time.
Every time you just see them pop back up. It literally, like, the one Chuck was like, woke up, sees her, and he's like, oh, I better leave. Goes to take a shit and starts smoking
a joint.
Like, dude, you gotta appreciate the fuck out of him.
Oh, we're like in a weed coma for half the movie. They're just like on the couch, just.
Now, unfortunately, we know the rules nowadays. That's why they had to go.
You don't do drugs. You don't have sex. Don't drink. What's the other one Jamie Kennedy gave us?
I can't.
When we do Scream, we'll go over all of them.
Last time, I think. I don't remember all his rules, because they're technically they only broadly fit certain movies. You know what I mean? Like, they don't all fit.
They only kind of fit like the main three of the 80s, like Halloween, Freddy, and Jason. Maybe Poltergeist.
Maybe.
Didn't like the mom and somebody get pulled through the portal while they're having sex. That might be the third one.
Yeah, but again, like, that's not when you only have one, it's not enough to count. Like, it has to be that everybody that gets injured is related to those things. That's what makes it a rule, is if everybody does. That's why I was saying, I don't
never run upstairs. I know that's one of them.
I don't know if anybody did that in this one. There were stairs in this place.
There were,
but I don't know if anybody ever ran up them.
Chili runs upstairs, but then she goes immediately back downstairs.
Yeah, that's right. We also have a hammock that comes into play in this movie. I thought that was so funny that it got brought up so many times.
Right. Where's the bed? Hammock. Boyfriend
Where are we going to have sex at? How are we going to do that in the hammock?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
And then finally we get the death. Like, if they wouldn't have given us a death in the hammock, I would have been mad.
Right.
With as many times as they like specifically brought it up to be like, this is a, and I guess it was like foreshadowing that they were hammering of us over the head. But at no point was I thinking, every time they were talking about it, like, oh, that definitely means a death has to happen there.
Somebody's got to die.
But at the same time, I was thinking, if one doesn't happen there, I'm going to be mad.
Go back to 1985, just like in the theater. Like, if she doesn't die in that hammock, I'm rioting. I'm gonna burn the seats.
So the hammock one is supposed to be this movie. I was telling you this before we started. This movie suffers from, the first one was like one of the first of a slasher genre, right? Like, it was the start of the idea. The second one really took that idea and twisted it by giving us like the weird lone country bumpkin guy side of it, right? This one, though, exists in a world where we were already having other ones,
Yeah.
and then other ones having their own franchises start, and then like copy. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
there was
and
just so much going on
and all that stuff.
that this one decided to almost be referential to all of the other ones and its previous
A little bit.
Yeah, and so like again, like her hammock death was literally the same as the Kevin Bacon spear through or arrow, whatever it was, but you know, like straight through the neck, right? It was meant to mimic that. They used the same stunt style,
Yeah,
like
the same,
all the
the
effects.
same gimmick.
Yeah,
It's like, it was different. Hers went through her chest, not her neck. It was different.
I guess. But between the kills referencing other things that have happened, I told you this, like to me, so they killed off their original crazy guy.
Yeah.
Right. And so this one had
doomed, you're all doomed bicycle guy.
And so we had a new guy. I don't know about you, but first off, it was wild to me that so we're just supposed to know that Crystal Lake is, I guess, a site of an abandoned mental institute because they're just wandering
just crazy
the
homeless
streets.
people just wandering around
the streets all the time,
sleeping in the middle of the road.
Because again, at best, it's been a day since the other Roger or whatever Harold, whatever his name was.
I keep forgetting about that. Yeah, he literally died 6 hours ago.
Right, like he's barely been dead, but now we just magically see a new guy to take his place.
It's his eye.
I would almost guarantee
that's his buddy that
the one crazy guy found his crazy buddy and said, "I'm taking that as a
God
memento."
told me to take your eye,
right? But between like the way that guy acts and then like both the clothes that Shelley's in and a little bit of his like not being able to read the room while doing these pranks on people feel like characters from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's the dude in the beginning,
the hitchhiker guy,
right? Like he just seems definitely weird. See the eyeball thing. From him.
He's just like weird, man.
But the way the way he tells the head cheese story with like not being able to read the social cues, I feel like that's what they based Shelley not understanding how to interact with people on.
I just don't get it. I think I'm cool.
There's again like this movie just does so much.
Here, have an eyeball.
to do these referential things that I don't even know if it needed.
No, it didn't. It's got like a good base to it. Like there's good shit in here.
No,
but it like suffers from having to do the 3D shit trying to like reference other horror movies.
This is the
not enough blood, in my opinion.
Well, this is the one that deserves to have a remake more than anything else. Like you know, like truly, just like as in like let's just remake it so that way when people want to watch 1 through 8 they have a better version of this one to substitute in, right? Like that's what I feel like, because
we can even do it better 3D if you want. Like the technology's come a long way.
To me, if we were gonna do it, this is how we would do it. We don't actually make it 3D, but we still put we still do the gags if it was 3D, so that way people are just tricked, right? Like
that would be cool.
Think like that's what you do. You still run at the camera.
Feel like I should be watching it in 3D.
Yes, like you still do the run at the camera, but there's just no 3D effect to it. Like that's what we would do. I
like that. Let's do that.
But so the reason this one deserves better than what it gets is because this is the one. Again, this is coming from a guy who, you know me. I know too much about the franchise. I love this franchise. This is the one that's like bridging the gap. This is the one that takes us from country bumpkin guy
living in the woods
to, like survived a childhood trauma, but then never talked to his mama. Again, if you want to hear this, listen to 2.
He was so ashamed.
Listen to 2.
So embarrassed that he drowned. He just couldn't talk to his mom.
But you'll hear us talk about how wild that idea and setup was. But so this one is the bridge. This is the one that's like kind of trying to get us to where we know they wanted to go. Again, at the time, that's the beauty of writing, is that when they wrote this one, they didn't know that they were bridging the gap.
Yeah.
But it is the one that perfectly helped them bridge the gap, right?
Between the just guy Jason to evil undead Jason hockey mask wearing monster that we all know.
So that's what I mean. Like, this is one that starts to bridge the gap. It doesn't fully get us there. This guy
it's halfway.
This guy takes more damage than the Jason in 2 for sure. So we get a little bit more. He technically doesn't take anything that would like you could have survived. You wouldn't be happy.
Yeah, getting stabbed in the hand or the knee.
Machete
hung for like 30 seconds.
Machete in the face up here.
Yeah.
Again, so this one does a lot of this stuff. This one finally gives us a mask. It gives us not a blue jumpsuit, but blue head to toe. So you're getting the visage of like what we know as Jason.
The visage.
Dude, he rocks that
The
machete split
yeah,
in the
for
hockey mask for several
Yeah.
movies. This is the one that really sets up a lot of the lore. It really gets us a little bit closer. This is also the one that, you know, like if you look at the way the franchise is set up, there are kind of segments, right? And so like the
yeah,
next
like series within the
yes,
series.
and so the next part is a full piece on its own, and I love that we get to do all three of them together. Like we're not going to separate.
We
them.
get to do the Tommy Jarvis,
the Tommy
story.
Jarvis connection, the trilogy.
Toby.
Yeah, Tommy. It's
Tommy.
Tommy Jarvis connection is in the next one, and again, so like that's a beautiful story on its own. That one technically starts and ends with where we get real, like you said, undead
Jason. They literally dig him up, right?
But 4 is also the one where like you feel like he's already that, even though they haven't given us an official he's undead, right?
Yeah.
Like 4 is essentially still he's just a dude who keeps like he's essentially Mike Myers, right?
Yeah.
He's just a guy who
Why won't you
should be dead?
Why
but
won't you die?
Yeah, exactly. But so that one ends with like real
Except
undead.
Donald Pleasance run through the scene, be like, no, no.
This one though is the one that it just gets us that step closer. Like you still see a lot of the weird country man guy
living in the woods bullshit.
But you also see like the evolution into like he's just an unstoppable killing force.
Yeah.
You know, that starts in this one. Because again, this is the one where we get damage to him.
And it just seems to kind of heal. Like the machete wound from the beginning of the movie just seems to go away.
Well, he puts the new clothes on, so it makes it easier to not pay attention to, right? Although I guess it is fair to say that there's no new blood.
There's no new blood.
Like we should at least see, you're right, like red from the outside.
Right?
Yeah. But yeah, this like we see him take a lot of stuff and just keep going in this one. Like, right? Like in 2, it's different. In 2, he kind of doesn't really get hurt until the very end.
They hit him with a chair.
Right? So in 2, like it totally made sense for him to get to the end because he wasn't really getting hurt in the process.
Yeah.
This one though, he is just like he takes some damage.
He does.
Before he gets to the end.
He gets stabbed in the hand. He gets stabbed in the knee.
Dude, him and Ali go a couple.
Ali
they take a couple rounds.
I think Ali gets a chunk of him with that machete before he gets knocked out.
Well, that's at the very end. But even the first time, he punches him. He swings at him a couple times.
He gets knocked the fuck out with a giant ass log.
Yeah,
like, he gets the fuck beat out of him in this movie.
So this one starts the supernatural like abilities of him without giving the explanation. We get the explanation,
especially
like rationalization
when
later.
He's hung and he should be dead, and he just keeps coming.
I don't know if that one. If we were gonna get to that, I don't know if that one was even supposed to be that he got hung, or if he was supposed to be tricking her. Like he wanted her to think he got hung.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like he did that the whole time.
I'll just hang out here, kind of pinch this rope a little bit.
Well, if you go back and watch it. If you watch, his
does.
arms are up. They are not free hanging like you would think.
He just drops them when she opens the door. Play dead.
And so that's what I'm saying. Like if you really look at it, I doubt anybody thought about it.
No, because he gets out of it real fucking easy. He's just like, "Hi, bitch," and just kind of grabs it.
So I doubt anybody on the set thought about the fact that like having him look like I'm sure they just did it because they were like, we don't want you to actually die. Please brace yourself.
Kind of hold the rope. We don't want to snap your neck.
Right?
I know we have the little harness thing, but like just in case.
But yeah, so they do a lot of stuff like that I like. The groundwork's there.
Yeah.
This, like I said, this is not most people's favorite one. And it's not my favorite.
It's not mine either, but you can't. It's not one you can skip. You have to watch this one.
Well, between getting the mask, between like all these other things, the
machete really. Isn't it this the first time he kills anybody with the machete?
Maybe.
I don't remember. He killed a lot of people in the last one with a bow and arrow.
He uses the machete in the last one. I don't know if he actually killed anybody, right? Because the reason why the girl has it at the end is because he was about to use it to kill her.
Yeah.
And then the boyfriend, not to redo to watch it. We've talked about it.
Listen to our episode.
You know, he gets tackled at the end. I'm pretty sure he was about to use the machete.
Poor Mark.
But he doesn't actually get to use it. This is, again, though, like you said, this one it's Jason. It's a hockey mask. It's the machete. This gets you everything
that you want
need from Friday the 13th. It is what you want from Friday the 13th. 1 and 2 might leave, again, if all you know, if you're a person who's never seen any of it and all you know about Friday the 13th is hockey mask Jason, 1 and 2 are not going to give you what you want.
Yeah, you want to start with this one.
You would want to start with this one. Work to the other two like they're prequels.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's what I would tell you.
3, 1, 2, then go to 4. Start the Tommy Jarvis story.
Well, and it even, think about it. Like, that would even work, too, because 3,
it would.
3 sets up Mom, and so you'd need to know more about the mythology of Mom. So then you go to 1. It totally, dude, it worked. I would say that is the way to watch it.
That's the new official way to watch it. 3, 1, 2,
and then straight on. Yeah, 3, 1, 2, straight on like normal after that. I think you're right. I think you're right.
I've hit the perfect fucking method. Was it like the Star Wars thing where you're like,
yeah, well, there's a bunch
watch
of
like Return, then Empire, and do
so that way
you
don't ruin the setup.
Yeah,
but you have more of a time for it to build up as excitement.
Yeah.
Oh shit, man! You know what? We've been going and going and going, and you know what? This is what happens. We get carried away from the second we start, and sometimes we forget to say stuff. We forgot to talk about the dope fucking intro song.
We did.
The new techno
the techno
Jason.
Fucking Jason theme with all the 3D fucking cast coming at you and shit.
That's my favorite part, is that breakdown, the long breakdown where it's like it takes that one sound effect and just like stretches
This
it.
is my favorite one of all of them. This is the one I grooved to this shit, man. I'm sitting there watching it just like,
look, the only thing I wish that it had more of, and it's outrageous that it doesn't, since it's like this. Again, this is not techno, because techno as a genre didn't really exist for a couple more years.
No Moby.
Right?
Yet.
You know, like this is a little bit before.
I was trying to hold it.
You're okay, dude. Again, that'll just be out for audio. Say hi to Patreon. They'll hear it. They get to see that. But yeah, like this is just before techno was really a thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, so this is, but it is techno. Like,
It totally
this is proto techno.
Fucking like the synthesizer fucking going.
The thing that
you
I'm
got the
missing,
drum machine.
The thing that I'm missing that would have been added if this were made in the 90s in techno era is that we didn't get the mixed in on top of all of it, dude.
I swear I've been to like a high school dance where they did this.
Because that's all it's missing, right? Is
yeah,
like
they,
to
like
mix
there was
that
like
in.
a mix of like all the horror theme songs. They were all like just like fucking disco
because like
beat and shit.
all it needs is that right, like, but they don't. That's all it's missing though. Like, so someone, if it does exist, send me the link to where it exists. If it doesn't exist and you're a fan of ours, make it. If you're a music person,
I was gonna say, I'm sure
that.
we have some talented fucking listeners. They could totally do it.
Because I'm talented enough to know how to splice them together. I am not musically inclinated enough to make it sound
not a composer.
great. Yeah. So somebody else, please do the work if it doesn't exist already, and send it to me, because I'm telling you,
so
in
cool.
my head, that's all it's missing to be perfection.
I know.
Is the
No, and then we take it and we put it over the
This movie doesn't have that at all, right?
What?
The
Oh fuck! I don't think it does.
I'm pretty sure it didn't. If it did, they definitely
Yeah,
snuck it
is
in
there
spots where you wouldn't notice.
Are there even any POV shots like in the first one?
Or second one, you
Or
mean?
second one? Oh my god, dude! I don't think there is.
No, it's almost this one. This one starts to set up a little bit of the change there, where we're not really seeing Jason's point of view.
I'm usually the shot cinematography guy, dude. I can't believe I didn't pick up on that.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude! I don't think there's one through the whole movie.
Again, this movie is different. It's where we start to see the change.
Yeah.
Because that change is evident later on. Jason is not usually the kill. The first and the second movie are the differences. The first one, because they want you not to know who the killer is, right? The first one had a real gimmick they were selling on. It's almost a murder mystery.
Could be that guy.
Could be this person.
Mustache,
you know,
red
that's
herring
what we talked
guy.
about when we talked about that one. Is how like they do the thing with the clothes and
Yeah.
other people are wearing the same things. 2 does it a little bit, but 2 definitely still does the first person stuff a lot, even though it's not so much a whodunit, right? This one is officially, we're outside of that world. We
Yeah.
know who the killer is. It's the day after. He's just continuing his onslaught.
Yeah, this is just the continuation of a rampage, so there's no reason to hide him with the POV shots.
And they don't. And you know what's beautiful about that? And two, right? We joked about this. You got the one scene from the cabin on the water, and you see his deformed face with the potato mask and the eye hole.
Yeah.
This one, they repeat it. At the end, right? Where you can see the full deformed.
Face. It kicks the door open and just runs at her.
But the thing is, in this one also, though, you see that face multiple times. It's just usually like covered in shadow.
Yeah.
When he's out at the clothesline, you can see it. When he's in the barn, and he creeps the door open, you can see this malformed
It's out of focus
face.
and off in the distance.
But so like this one, since we're not in that world, they really show off. They made a specialty mask and everything. You know what's funny? They made a specialty mask. And again, it was made to look like the deformed face from 2 and everything, right? They made that specialty mask and then afterwards decided on the hockey mask was that wasn't part of it. He was just going to be the deformed face the whole time. And then someone was like, "Man, that potato sack thing. That gimmick was really nice. We need something about having the double, like we know he's fucked up, but we don't see it all the time. Something about that really worked." And so like I do believe the theory or the speculation, or it might even be like well known. I don't really know. You know, like behind the scenes are weird for things this old. You don't really know what's true lore and just like made up
what
lore.
Somebody's just saying.
But so like the idea is that somebody on the set was a huge Red Wings fan and played a lot of hockey. And he just always had the mask with him in case he was going to be able to play hockey when he was done working.
Let's use this one.
And so he just pulled it out and said, "Why don't you try that one out?" And everybody liked it. And so they said,
it's way better than the other mask that Shelley has in like the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
Which I feel like I've seen that mask in another movie.
Well, it's just a clear face.
Yeah, it's like a clear, it's got like little rosy cheeks.
God damn it, dude. We did do Silent Night. It's the Santa mask.
Yeah,
the first one that he wore was a clear one, and then he spray painted on top of it. That's right. It was essentially that mask.
I was like, I feel like I've seen that mask.
We
in
have.
another horror movie.
We have done it and talked about it.
It's another good episode. Go watch it. Apparently, I need to rewatch it.
But yeah, so yeah, the hockey mask they did it and they worked. But the funny part about it is, since they had already filmed the parts where he was in the deformed mask, it meant that he then had to wear the deformed mask with the hockey mask on top of it. Because we already knew the actors got hair and this and that. You know, the things that they could have worked around if they just wouldn't have filmed that first already existed.
Yeah. Oh well. Just ignore it. No, I do like the idea of like the hillbilly Jim fucking hair with the hockey
that's what I was gonna say. Like that's the thing. The one
cool.
difference I would say that happened between 2 and 3. Like 2, he's still a deformed looking dude underneath the potato sack when the little bit we saw.
Yeah,
right?
Like half second when he jumps through the window.
Yeah, and so, but you're right. In 2, he had hair.
Yeah.
In this one,
bald.
Totally bald head. Totally.
Almost like a bird.
It makes that window scene weird.
Weird, right?
When she sees, is that real?
Is that what actually happened?
Because that's the ending. Does this wild ride of a ending where maybe he died in the barn, maybe he didn't. Did she go crazy? Did she not? Again,
she hallucinates a couple times.
Well, here's my thing. Like in 2. We already said 2 was different. They told a different story. It was a different movie. Like I said already, in this one, they were trying to do too much self-referential crap sometimes. Yeah. Like, again.
Oh, especially at the end with the whole, like, her pushing out into the lake.
Well, into the lake. And the whole, did she see this? Did she not see this thing? Was that real? What happened on the water? Was that not? You know, like, that's exactly how 1 ended. It ended with the, what was real, what wasn't. And that's almost what they did at the end of this one. But I want to say they did a piss poor job. Because at the end of 1, right? She gets out of the water and you genuinely feel like those cops cared about her and they were worried about her and they wanted to make sure that girl was okay. They were like, I mean, she's talking crazy, but she dealt with some shit.
Yeah.
This one ends, and the cop that shoves her in the car looks like he's a retired gang member. Did you see the tats? He got one on both forearms.
Right? Ex-fucking Navy or something, dude.
Looks like literally looks like he's shoving her into the car. Like, I was like, is he a cop?
He perp shoves her in the car,
I was
grabs
like,
the back of her head,
I was like,
pushes her in.
I was like, is he a cop? Is he kidnapping her? He's
in on it.
Well, and then if you pay attention, then the deputy that's in the car with him, like, turns around unbuckled in the seat and, like, reaches back at her, like, full arm over. And I was like, I know that they're trying to insinuate he's turning around to comfort her, but the way it looks in camera looks like he's trying to gag her or something.
Shut the fuck up, calm down.
I was literally like, I looked at Dee last night. I looked at my wife and I was just like, should we be worried about her right now?
Are these actually cops?
Like, I'm kind of worried for her safety right now.
Jason's actually a government experiment that went wrong, and there are actually FBI agents taking her to a black
wait
site.
until we get to Goes to Hell, because Goes to Hell actually, you would feel like the way that one opens, you would almost think that's true. The FBI are the ones that are after him.
That's true.
To get crazy field
just to tie it back to the third one. That's all it is.
Yeah, dude. This one again, like Bo said, you can't skip this one. This one gives you what you want. This one is the true one.
Yeah.
If you want the true
beginnings of
Jason,
origin of the mask, right?
Well, and of Jason, like a real Jason,
our Jason,
not the full backstory that kind of doesn't make sense when you're like, well, how is he an adult now if he died in the water? What doesn't make sense?
Because there was only supposed to be one movie.
Yeah, exactly. And so they just tried to fill it all in.
So they
afterwards.
were trying to be like, we'll ignore some shit from the first one just so we can keep going.
But so this is the one where if you just go from this one forward, you definitely get a story where there's a little bit less of the mental leap to get to the next story, right?
That's why we came up with our new order. Now it makes more sense. Do 3, 1, 2,
to get a
4.
backstory.
Yeah.
Because once you know this story, you can hear that backstory and be like, oh, I'll make it make sense.
Just treat it like a prequel, and then you can logic it.
But when you watch those ones first, it fucks with understanding how this could all tie together. But yeah, this one you need to watch, but definitely be ready. It is full of dumb gimmicks that don't need to be there.
Shit.
Between the 3D gimmicks, between the callback gimmicks, the referential to other movies gimmicks, it's full of a lot of things that if they got rid of, we could tell us, like we said, we could reboot this into a way better story.
Also, not enough blood. Where the fuck were the tits?
Dude, do you know what's funny? I even read that the girl, Debbie, the only one that closest we get,
barely. You can
side boob.
It kind of pops into frame in the shower every once in a while.
Side boob. A whole bunch of times is basically. She was even on record at first to be like when right after it came out to be like, I was really worried about the amount of myself I showed on camera, and then now she's like, I really appreciate that I did that because it's good to be able to look back and see that, hey, I used to look like that. And I'm just like, whatever, dude. Like, you're not like 1 and 2.
Yeah, 1 and 2.
Like,
they're just kind of walking into frame, full tits.
Might as well be Bush and
right.
There's not, but there might as well be. This one was tame. This one was real tame.
Yeah,
Corey Feldman in the next one is a peeping Tom to watch more shit than what we see in this movie.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's what we want from these movies. We want blood. We want tits.
But again, this one is the one you need to see. This is the one you should come back to because this one is the one that really gets you to the story for the rest of them.
Yeah.
On that note, I think we have talked about. Oh wait, before we finish, when we do the reboot, I'm keeping the song. The song that we asked, the one that we asked, we just asked our fans to make for us. That one goes into our reboot. Because again, we gotta keep
I'm
that.
so for it, dude. We do like the same shit. Yes. We like throw the fucking cast at the camera.
Do it even better.
Literally,
like
we make literal models of the names and throw them.
I am totally down for that.
Practical effects. Fuck y'all.
Oh shit. Okay. Now back to what I was just about to say, which is that now that we're officially finished, we can do our segment,
our gimmick.
So, Bo, let me ask you. What's the thing?
The thing. Shelley, but not like just Shelley as a whole. The fact that like nobody clued this poor bastard in on like Christie's backstory of like her trauma.
Of running into, we didn't even talk about that.
Oh yeah, I
she
forgot about
ran into
that.
Jason.
Yeah, she ran into Jason a few years before.
Which is before we even saw him in 2, I guess. Like when he was just living out in the woods before his mom knew he was she never knew he was before I don't even know.
Right after he saw her get her head chopped off, maybe
but no, I doubt it. No,
Christy was like his first try.
Maybe I don't. You get what I'm saying? Like they don't.
That's why he fucked it up. He didn't kill her. It was his first time.
She did. In her flashback, her sweater did look like the mom's sweater. Did you notice that?
I did. I did not notice that.
Yeah, it was totally. So it kind of makes sense that if it was right after she got killed, maybe that's why he went after her, because he was crazy and was like, "Mom."
Might have been.
Okay, sorry.
Anyway,
I cut you off.
Back to now we know what her trauma was, but nobody told Shelley before he got there, like, hey man, like she went through some shit. Maybe don't do your horror gimmick bullshit anymore.
Even if nobody else, certainly Andy. Because Andy, again, they may not have been friends, but they were roommates. So Andy knows he does this shit. Right? Andy knows he is a guy who likes to pull these pranks. Again, I don't know if I'd call these pranks. The dude is elaborate, though.
Yeah, he is, man. He commits to the fucking bit.
But that's also the problem. Because, again, if this bitch is dealing with the PTSD she is...
You're too good at being an actor.
Yeah, like, if you want these to be
the poor
pranks,
guy.
make them look like they're not real.
No,
dude, he did the axe one. The first time, I dare anybody, first time you watch this movie, you will think that he was actually dead when the axe scene happens.
100%. First time
because he falls and he is committed to the bit.
He fucking bumps straight to the floor, man. Just
exactly. Well, and he stayed like they all check him there, for a minute. Before it's not until the other people come in that he finally was like, "Oh, I'm joking."
I liked Rick during that scene. He's like, "Don't look at him. We have to get out of here."
But yeah, so again, like the dude, I'll give Shelley commitment to the bit, but like you said, why commit to the like if? Well, again, it's not his fault.
Yeah, nobody told him.
I have no problems with Shelley. Like I said, I like
I did too. I was rooting for him the whole time.
But you're right. He is kind of a douche to keep doing this. He doesn't know. It's not. I mean, he's not a. Yeah. It's not purposeful. He's not
being malicious. It's not like they filled him in and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get this bitch."
But he is kind of a douche. a little bit of a douche canoe. Yeah.
He's not an asshole. He's an actor.
Yeah. He's a thespian. All right. Good one, Bo.
All right, Shane. I know you got one. What's your the thing?
The thing we mentioned, but we didn't really get into. This movie ends with, like we said, the scene that's meant to throw back to the first one, where she goes out on the canoe. Only this time, instead of seeing Jason flip her over, and we don't know if that's
super
real,
rotted Mrs. Voorhees
comes up out of the water, flips her. So again, though, they tried to do this right? Like they tried to throw it back to the first one.
It looks sick, though.
Well,
I know I have a problem with it too because it makes absolutely no fucking sense. But that fucking mask is awesome.
Well, again, though, like they could have done. So again, let me finish. I know you know where I'm going, but let me tell the people. So again, they could have kept all of that in. I don't even have a problem with them doing that at the end. I have a problem with the part that comes right after it, where the people say, "Yeah, she told us she saw this woman,"
and she's not even wet.
Right?
Did you notice?
Because if she says she saw a woman, like again, all they had to do was close out without her vocalizing that it was a woman, and I'd have been fine with whatever, right? Because then it's totally did it happen? Did it not happen? But by her seeing Mrs. Voorhees, and that being what she told the police as they're kidnapping her at the end of the movie, it officially gets into weird territory because, again, this is a day after Jason killed everybody from the second movie.
Yep.
This is a year after Mrs. Voorhees died after killing people in the first movie. Nobody knows this shit.
I know.
She doesn't know who Mrs. Voorhees is. She wouldn't even understand that it's crazy that she just saw a now headed Mrs. Voorhees be the one that came out of the water, because she doesn't know Mrs. Voorhees has no head.
Exactly.
So what are they trying to tell us by not only like, again, if it was just a vision, it still doesn't make sense because she shouldn't know that to be a vision.
Yeah.
But at least if it's just the vision, all right, whatever. She's just crazy and things are being, she can't grasp it.
Yeah.
But by telling the cops she definitely saw this woman, it insinuates to us that what we saw did happen.
Right.
And so if that did happen, Pamela Voorhees is a deadite?
Yes. Didn't you notice Ash fucking standing off on the other side of the lake with his boomstick?
The Necronomicon's in Jason Goes to Hell.
Ah, see? There it is. Confirmed right there.
But yeah, dude.
Why have we not? We've had Freddy versus Jason. Why not Ash versus Jason? Ass.
It's in the comics.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the comic. Comic is Freddy versus Jason versus Ash. That's the comic book.
Oh, so naturally Ash wins, right?
Well, I don't know. Ash, look.
Has to.
No, Ash can take out Jason if you want, which I don't even feel good saying because, again, I'm a Jason fan. But at least if we're going by the rules of that world, Jason is 100% just a deadite. Because deadites are just dead people have come back. Freddy is something different.
That's true.
So again, my question to you, like, I don't even want to say Jason would definitely get killed, but he would. He's my hero, but he would.
I know when a man's beat, all right?
But I would say to you that the Ash versus Freddy is where it would get interesting because Freddy doesn't fit the rules of what Ash is used to fighting.
That's true.
It's a whole new set. You know, Jason follows the Deadite rules. He would know how to fight a living dead, right?
How do you fight a psychological dream demon?
It's a little bit different. Much like Mrs. Voorhees.
Ash takes his fucking iron fist thing that he got in the Middle Ages, knocks himself out so he'll dream, and boomsticks him in the dream.
Pull yourself back. Go read the comic book, though. We're talking about something else right now, so...
Don't interrupt my fantasy booking, all right?
You're just going a little far. Come on, let's reel it back is all I'm saying. We did good on our time. Let's not let it go overboard. on the wild theory.
Right at the end, screwed it up.
But yeah, so like I said, though, she is the problem. To me, the thing is just like her appearance.
It is. It's a huge problem. And they already had a hallucination thing right before it with Jason coming out of the house and kicking the door down.
Being in the window.
Yeah, in the window. So we had a hallucination within a hallucination?
Right, we could have ended it right there where she looked back at the window and there was nothing and then drifts off and the cops show up.
Could have been fine.
But no, we had to go the one extra step. Because here's the thing, like, we definitely know that was a hallucination because when the cops are there, Jason's body is in the barn.
Yeah.
So he never was in the window. That was 100% a hallucination. We could have because again, the first movie ends with you not knowing. You have no idea if what happened in the water happened or didn't happen.
Yeah. Could have ended this one after the hallucination. Just don't show him in the barn. You could have done the same fucking thing.
This one ends with a concrete, the hallucination happened. They just don't believe it.
Yeah.
Which makes it not as good. Plus, Mrs. Voorhees just doesn't fit.
Really doesn't.
In any way.
If any one of these characters would have known about it or something, maybe, but there's no way for it to because
it's the day
12 hours ago,
right? Day after anybody even knew that headless corpse was still around.
Yeah, because they wouldn't have found it yet.
You get what I'm saying? Like it bothers me so much. Now, before we do our full wrap up on the episode, I do want to point out though, I appreciate the fuck out of the fact that The Thing from 2 is what opened this movie. Mrs. Voorhees' head.
Yeah.
That was the shot from the end of 2. That was the real person's face. That was the real teeth. You could see. The eyelids were twitching.
I know. And you want the eyes to open again, like we said.
And they were supposed to. And you can tell. You can feel it. You can feel the person.
You're waiting for him. You're just like, ah.
The person was dying to open them.
They were.
The twitching. So
they wanted to do a Zoolander, a little blue
so
steel.
for me, it was weird. Like when we were coming in here, I did 50-50 on if I was going to say the thing was the same thing. That face opening it instead of closing it.
It's like they started it with the worst possible thing.
But the thing is that they gave me the perfect way to still do it by still talking about fucking her. Her dead body was still the thing at the end. So for 2 movies now, let's see how many more we can get.
Can we get it? Can we get it in the
Probably
fourth
no
one?
more because she doesn't really show up in
the fourth one.
But Mrs. Voorhees has now been the thing for 2 movies.
Hey, she holds the record. She probably hold the record forever.
Oh, I'm sure. Because what's the chances? I
don't know. We still got Freddy and Michael Myers, dude.
Well, we got a lot to go. Both in this and other franchises. We'll see. All right, though. We are officially wrapping things up now. Bo, what did you think about this?
This drink's so good.
The berry
is awesome. It's like, blue. It's like you just dropped a bunch of blueberries in your apple juice.
The only thing we need to let people know is, unfortunately, I'm pretty sure most of these flavors are only available in the variety pack. So it's not even like we can tell people, go get this one. We have to say, go get the thriller pack.
Yeah, go get the thriller pack if you can find it. I had a hard time.
Well, we also live in an area.
That's true, but still.
Like, if you're in a metropolitan area of any sort.
There were like 2 stores around here where they were like, well, we had it, but, you know.
And you're literally looking at them like, it's not even October.
I'm like, how are you already sold out of it?
Are you getting more? What do you mean?
But yeah,
this one is good. I agree. I like berries. It has that nice, still clean, crisp apple at the end.
Yeah.
Just enough, like apples is one of those fruits. Like you eat it and you feel
apple
fresh at the end. Well, you know what I mean? Like it's a palate cleanser type thing, right? Like, like it gets very fresh because that
back
tart.
of the throat.
And so like this has just enough of that at the end to where you're not like constantly tasting berry. Like the apple really, it hits you and then it helps the palate be cleansed to where you're just like, oh.
It hits with the berry right in the beginning. Finishes with the crisp apple. It's just refreshing.
It's balanced very well.
And it's not too sweet either.
No. Too sweet hurts my stomach.
Right.
I'd be over here telling you right now that there's no way we'd be doing this the rest of the month. If this one was too sweet, it would be the call to be like, look, we had a good idea.
Maybe switch it up a little bit. Like, let's go back to beer. I can't handle this.
But this one is doing good. And
fantastic.
out of all of the flavors, this one would have to have the highest sugar.
Berries
and apples. Well, because berries are high in sugar. And so doing berries and apples is going to up it. But so like cinnamon apple is not going to be higher in sugar.
Maybe the orange one.
Maybe.
Oranges
that could have
sweet.
some. Maybe.
Blood orange, though. They're kind of bitter.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see where we go.
You want to do that one next? Since we're on this subject?
Sure.
We haven't really picked.
I don't even know if we need to. I was going to say, why don't we just tell everybody, like, it's the thriller pack.
It's the thriller
You'll
pack.
see us next time.
We will pick one.
Well, again, they'll know before the episode.
Yeah,
because it's part of the promo stuff is that they'll get to see which one. So, I mean.
So look out for the promo pictures. Find out which one we're drinking. But
although, since Bo's already hinted, it might be the blood orange next time.
We'll be back for Friday the 13th.
I was right to say, like, normally we've got so much more to say.
Yeah, but
since we've already made the announcement of what we're doing, you already know. And Bo even already gave away that we're not jumping around, so we're doing 4. Like, happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween!
More October coming. We love you guys. Bo, is there anything else you need to say?
Comment, subscribe. Tell us what you fucking liked about the third one.
Can I know that we just did it like we're finished, but I have to say, it's like we just surprised ourselves that we're finished.
I know.
Goodbye.
So much for professionalism. Bye.
That was close.